Good morning to all you good people. It's the Cockney News Channel here, and thank you for joining me today. As I've mentioned previously, I'm trying to build a channel that exposes and calls out how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are abusing the hospitality of the good people of the USA and threatening our very monarchy. So if you can subscribe, like, share, and press the notification bell, it would be greatly appreciated. These two never let you down, do they? I mean, who actually believes any of their crap? If I were an active member of the Sussex squad, I would be most uneasy about the continual utter rubbish they spout, but I would also be increasingly concerned for my own mental health. And how would I genuinely be able to believe in any of what my mentors were saying when the hypocrisy and lies just keeps coming? It's staggering how these people blindly follow them. Nothing better illustrates such a farce right now than the latest word salad coming out of Montecito regarding the reasoning behind Meghan not accompanying Harry to London. And then there is that trip to Meghan's place of manufactured heritage, Nigeria, for crying out loud. Take it from me, a crunch time is fast approaching for Mr. and Mrs. Grifter, and they have managed to dodge a bullet so far surrounding the awkwardness of the London visit for Invictus. By the way, why does Harry keep getting credited with that one? As I understand it, the original seed capital for the project was largely provided by the Prince of Wales. It seems to me that the palace decided early on to give the project over to Harry because they knew, even then, that the Ginger Whinger was at a loose end after being discharged from the army and was bereft of any real sense of direction in his life. His father and brother probably thought, let's keep him out of trouble and off the streets by persuading him to be its patron, and if it means he takes the credit for it, then so be it. His eminently astute brother obviously took one for the team, so to speak, and let Harry have all the limelight. Accompanying Harry to London would have proven to be a very unpopular thing to do for Meghan, and she and her dumb hubby would have been the subject of a great deal of embarrassing scrutiny as far as the absence of their fake royal kids, and they would have been booed wherever they went, much more than the audible hissing that went on during the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee, I can tell you. Neither can they continue to hide the kids away from the glaring eyes, and despite the fake narrative coming out that Meghan would now like to show off the kids, and apparently Harry being reluctant to do so, I'm not buying any of that, by the way, they have to keep using the security concerns in order to maintain and continue with the illusion, which is the same tactic being used regarding visiting London. And for as long as Harry keeps up his legal campaign against the Home Office, they will use that as the excuse for the absence of Meghan and the kids. All utter hogwash, of course, and could prove to be a very expensive and costly strategy, not only in terms of increasing legal costs, but the high-handed claims will make the pair look even more stupid and treacherous when the truth finally comes out. And as viewers to this channel will know my views, it will also backfire spectacularly on the king, I'm afraid, as, by association, there will be a great deal of irate finger pointing from a very annoyed public when all this is revealed. And so, the announcement of the imminent trip to Nigeria makes a complete mockery of the couple's pathetic stance over security. You couldn't make it up. Oh, wait a minute, that's exactly what they are doing. Apart from Harry still being referred to as HRH in the invite from Nigeria, and hilariously as the Duke of Duchess. By the way, nobody's going to convince me that the continued and incorrect use of HRH wasn't contrived between the two idiot visitors and their hosts. The couple are knowingly allowing its continued use and haven't corrected their Nigerian hosts either, and neither will they. The use of the titles is one where viewers to this channel again will know that I believe the king is in a total catch-22 regarding their removal. In any event, these two have such brass neck, I believe they would probably continue to use the titles and merch off the back of them regardless. The Nigerian trip is a joke on just about every level, and no doubt the press, especially the Daily Mail, will make serious hay out of the hypocrisy of not wanting to come to London because it isn't safe, and yet ignoring the official advice that you can read, everyone can see it, from the US State Department in relation to the dangerous risks of travelling to Nigeria. These two lack such awareness that they truly believe that people won't notice how hypocritical they are being. Surely, Any Home Office barrister will highlight this before a future appeal regarding Harry's protection, and it will be telling if his own legal team still allow him to plough on regardless, despite this most massive of flaws in his security arguments. How can two grifters be prepared to travel to one of the most unsafe countries on the planet, live in a country where over 40,000 people are victims of guns every year, and, despite the bleeding obvious, keep suing the Home Office claiming it's unsafe to come to the UK? And as far as Meghan being 43% Nigerian or whatever, have you heard anything so ludicrous? I've done my own DNA ancestry, and being of mixed race myself, her claims are preposterous. Meghan's father is Caucasian, and her mother would need to be near 100% Nigerian, and I would doubt that very much. It's not that Meghan tries to insult our intelligence that I object to, but it's clear she really believes that we are so easily fooled, which makes me so mad. And all the usual suspects like Shouty Shola are sticking their heads above the parapet and applauding Meghan's trip to her family of ancestry. Makes you want to vomit, eh? It's evident for all to see that Harry and Meghan's plan all along was for him to be awarded his international important person status so they continue their worldwide privacy tour in the safe knowledge that the dumb Brits are paying for their armed protection wherever they travel. They can do one, in my view, and you just watch. His lawyers will allow his emotions to keep driving him, and therefore they will continue to earn a fortune out of Harry's misguided and ill-advised legal action. Hugh Grant was smart enough to see the writing on the wall, and he somehow managed to spin it that he was innocent and had to accept the settlement for his phone hacking claims as a moral imperative. Yeah, right. Harry isn't that bright, and again, he will wake up when it's too late and he's landed with a bill somewhere in the tens of millions, and then the fun will really begin, because it will expose that he and his missus have far less money than he's claimed, are much less successful, their kids are questionable, and Hollywood celebrities don't like being associated with losers, and neither do streaming giants and lifestyle brands. The Nigeria trip could well prove to be a tipping point and their final unravelling, which will set off a chain of events which will drag everyone in, I'm afraid, so watch this space and channel for further royal insight. Hey, I'm getting good at this. Move over Jenny Bond, Michael Cole and Katie Nicholl. So there you have it for today. And if you could be kind enough to leave your comments below, I'll be very interested to hear your theories and your thoughts on this matter. So if you can like, share, press the notification bell and subscribe, I will be most grateful. This is the Cockney News Channel. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, you all be happy.